This company set out to build a device that would allow users to move objects with their minds. What they wound up creating is a headband that helps people meditate.
It was very, very difficult to build a thing that would move objects with thought. But in the process, we had to teach ourselves how to think in really focused and relaxed ways. And so we sort of accidentally acquired the skills of meditation by building Muse.
The $250 wearable band, called the Muse 2, measures a wider variety of signals than the original Muse, including brainwaves, body movement, heart rate, and breathing.
It's something that you wear across the forehead and it slips down behind your ears. There are sensors on the inside here. You can see there's these gold metal sensors. It picks up the brain signal from behind your ears.
The device is intended for beginner meditators, providing them with real-time feedback on their mental activity and bodily signals. The Muse app translates brainwaves into weather sounds. I got to give it a try.
When the weather gets stormy, that's a clue that your mind has wandered, and your goal is to calm the weather and thereby calm your mind.
Muse also created an interactive installation that pits multiple meditators against each other, visualizing their individual experiences on adjacent light panels.
What you'll see is on one side, when someone is very calm and centered, it'll be just a really subtle blue glow, and as their mind becomes more busy, they lose their focus. You'll see the blues turn into pinks and reds and yellows.
Neuroscientist Indre Viscontis and I put it to the test.
For this calibration, find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Muse is now listening to your brain signals.
Afterwards, the Muse app showed a graph of how we did.
So how stressed out was I in that meditation?
It took you about 45 seconds, almost a minute, to chill out.
Yep.
And this is when you heard the rains drop down, you heard birds.
So the birds were good.
The birds were good.
Muse isn't the only meditation gadget on the market. Other companies like Spire, Think, and Mellowmind also make wearables to help people calm their minds. But Viscontis says users need to remember that a device alone can't tell us everything about our brains.
I think sometimes these companies can overpromise in the sense that they neglect to tell you that brainwaves are, for one thing, just one part of the way the brain works. So let's take meditation as an example. Your hardware might be telling you that your brain is in a state of alpha. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're meditating. There are different reasons you might be in alpha, and it might not have anything to do with meditation. It just might be that you're relaxed. We're sort of seduced by this idea that we can look inside our brains and that'll tell us something new, that we forget that our behavior is a reflection of our brains, and something as simple as how you feel is a better indicator of whether you're focused.
I don't regularly meditate, so getting data about my brainwaves was encouraging and unique. It also gave me a sense of how quickly it took me to feel truly relaxed, which was a little longer than I expected. But it's a much pricier option than a simple meditation app like Headspace, which might be a better choice for people who don't need or want that level of feedback to keep up a meditation practice.